It's time for Ghost and Crendor!
Ghost and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning! Broadcasting live! In 4-hour recording studio audience. Recording! Wake your ass up! It's the Crendor in the morning! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cox and Crendor in the morning. He's dead. It's over. It's unfortunate. It's now just Cox and Ghost Door in the morning.
Hey, Ghost Door here.
I'm a ghost, but I'm Crendor.
That's me. Dude, I want to be a ghost.
There's really no difference. I don't want to be a ghost. That sounds like a shitty... Every time I see a paranormal show, they're like, ghosts are tethered to a place of sadness. And I'm like, well, that sounds like crap.
Yeah, but how do they know?
That's what I'm saying. Sounds like they're judging ghosts. If anything, they're ghost racist. Yeah.
Judging ghosts, and I'm not a fan of it. I believe the ghosts are enjoying themselves, reliving.
I would.
You know, they might.
I would love it.
They got like two types of ghosts, right? There's the ones that are like on replay or something. They just like keep doing the same thing over and over. That'd be shitty. But if you're just one of those ghosts like chills in a house and you're just like, and you like pick up cups and shit and throw them on the floor, that'd be fun.
So you want to be a poltergeist is what you want to be.
Yeah.
I want to be a poltergeist too. I don't want people to like see me. I imagine my ghost form would be pretty boring.
Yeah.
But like I want to mess with people. Also, I kind of want to watch people doing it as like a ghost.
Yeah.
And be like, boo, that was boring. Try it again.
Or what if you just always mess with them and then they gotta like stop and be like, what's going on?
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm a voyeur ghost.
Oh.
I'm just an old dirty perv ghost.
There's gotta be a VR game like that. Ghost Perv VR. I'm telling you.
Perfect.
Make millions.
That's a game.
That's a game
It's just
right
like,
there.
can you spy on as many people banging in this hotel as possible?
Oh my
Ghost Perv VR.
And you can just do various scenarios with Ghost Perv VR. You could even just be like, you start out as just normal ghost, and he's like walking down the street, and you start like, whoa my god, there needs to be a ghost game on VR. All right.
Yeah, why is this? You can go through walls and stuff?
Go through walls. You just like poke people on the street, and they're like, what are you doing? And the other person's like, I didn't do anything, but it's because it's a ghost, and it's you.
Yeah, because it's Ghost Perv.
Dude.
Just slap people on the butt and get them in trouble. Ghost Perv.
Ghost Perv VR.
This sounds like an amazing video game / I would say TV tie-in.
Yeah. Easily a TV tie-in.
I would love to see the show called Ghost Curve. Ghost Curve.
According to our charts, Ghost Perv is on the ghost curve upward. Ghost Perv
Perfect.
VR.
Ghost Perv VR. Buy it today.
NBC would pick it up.
I bet they would. They'd take anything.
They would at this point.
So, speaking of TV, I had an epiphany over the last last week and a half.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of TV watching, and I noticed while watching old episodes of Hell's Kitchen, that show lies like crazy.
What?
You don't notice it while watching it live on TV, but if you watch it on Netflix, this is my challenge to everyone out there. Go watch Netflix. Go watch Hell's Kitchen. Maybe you don't even have to watch more than 3 episodes, but you will because it's Hell's Kitchen and it's addictive as shit. But the trailers in those shows they lie. They flat out lie to you.
What?
You don't notice it on a week-to-week basis because a week goes by and you don't quite remember what the trailer was, but the trailers flat out lie. I wrote down a perfect example. So at the end of one of the episodes, it was like, next time on Hell's Kitchen. And then it shows it's like 2 people fall in love, but one gets hurt in the fire. One guy goes crazy, and it shows like one of the characters like put a light up to his face. He's like, and then it goes, will another chef get jealous? And it shows like chefs fighting. And then I go watch the next episode. Literally, the scene with the guy holding the flashlight in front of his face is not even in the episode. No one falls in love, and no chefs get jealous. They just took clips out of context and made a trailer for the next episode.
Shit, dude.
And I had this epiphany. Is that them spoofing trailers, or are they lying on purpose? What is actually the purpose of them making the trailers the way they do?
I feel like
I can't figure it out. It's so blatant. Crendor, it's not even like them trying to spin something. They just BS and it doesn't even happen in the next episode. And I can't figure out if that's them like spoofing how dumb end of episode trailers are, or if it's them really expecting people to be stupid and not pick up on this.
Here's the thing. You turned into the next episode after they showed it to you.
I did, and then I realized it was all a lie. And here's
you.
the problem, is I kept watching. I was like, oh, man, I bet that next episode's going to have the crazy scene. No, if anything, the one guy they said was crazy, they're like, next episode, this guy goes crazy. In that episode, Gordon Ramsay's like, you're actually cooking much better now. Like, what? I was expecting this dude to lose his mind, and instead it was like, you've become a great chef, and I'm really inspired by you. And I'm like, what is going on? It's a flat-out lie. It blew my mind.
What they need to do is every, like, 5th episode or so, they actually put in things that are in the episode. That way, you don't know if it's going to be in there or not, and sometimes it will be.
It blew my mind. I couldn't believe that it was all lies. It's blatant lies. Like, someone needs to put a clip together of all the episode lies that they've done in one season of Hell's Kitchen, because it's all lies. That show is all lies.
I think most TV is a lot of lies.
You know what? Speaking of which, I have another lie for you. I told you I have a lot of stuff today.
Yeah. Hold on.
I'm going to segue. Yeah?
Before that, I was watching on Netflix The Chef's Kitchen, and I'm like halfway through the 2nd season of it, and there's a restaurant called the Petite Crendor, and I want to eat there. Yeah.
I think you should. I think, where's it at?
It's in San Francisco.
Oh, my God. You have to leave your house.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Well, you're never going to eat there then. It's
a
dream.
Now, I'm
that's
probably
a
not
nice
going to
dream
eat
have.
there ever, but I think it'd be funny to eat there because it's like half my name.
I would pay for that opportunity. I would pay for you to eat there, and if I could film it all.
You know what?
And get your review of that restaurant.
As long as I could be on Netflix, Chef's Kitchen, and Hell's Kitchen.
You can't actually do any of those things. I don't know what you think my reach is, but I'm pretty sure my offer to fly you to a place to eat there does not extend to now you're on Hell's Kitchen. I don't think that's possible.
Dude, Gordon Ramsay's been tweeting at people.
Not you.
He might. I want to tweet food at him.
He could. I mean, it's possible.
I need to tweet food at him. He's been tweeting at people, like tweet him food, and they're like, hey, Gordon, what do you think of my thing? And he's like, if that's vomit, then it looks pretty accurate. Like, he's been tweeting at everybody that's tweeted at him recently. I think his PR dude was like, yo, start tweeting at people. They love it. And criticize
Stuck it on
them.
the Twitster. They love that shit.
It's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I want to go tweet at him now. I want to make food and tweet at him.
You should. I'm going to do it.
I'm going to make a bowl of cereal and be like, Gordon, what do you think of this food I made?
Like, someone today said, this was my first omelet I made. What do you think? And he's like, forkin' disgusting. That's just the avocado. And then someone's like, it's my first time making brownies. Can you give me feedback? And it's got minions on them. And he's like, please remove paper before eating, Chloe. Like, he puts people's names into it, too. And even just, it adds that extra bit of, like, personality to it.
I love it.
He was like, what do you think of my grilled chicken, Gordon? And he's like, could you not hear the fire alarm? There's a good one. Hold on. He's like,
how did he not think of this before? Like, this is the perfect... People love to get roasted by this dude.
I know. Like, Darren Clark said, would you like to try some of my penny arrabbiata? And then he's like, P.S. Darren, that's called spaghetti.
Damn.
He's just laying the low blows on people.
Yeah, I don't know who's running his Twitter account. I hope it's him, but if it's some paid person, God bless, that dude is killing it.
It's got... I am confused because I think it's him, and I like to think it's him, but I don't know if it's just someone.
He does so much. I can't believe that he's just on there shit-talking people. It's possible. It's possible he could be doing it, but I don't know. Gordon, if you're really shit-talking people, shit-talk us.
Yeah, shit-talk us, Gordon. Come on.
Tweet at us and tell us.
We know you listen to this program. All right.
Tell us that this podcast is like a trash bag in Flavor Town.
Oh, man, I love this one. They're like, check out my first attempt at chicken empanadas. And he's like, they look like camel hooves. I love these. I can look at these all day.
I have another question for you,
Yes.
and it has to do with TV.
All right.
I was watching something the other day, but a commercial came on for baby diapers.
okay.
Right?
Yes.
And the baby diapers, basically what the ad said was that these Pampers diapers are so comfortable and so good that it will make your baby not pee themselves.
What?
Right? Like that was the promise of these diapers. And it says your baby... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. The premise of these diapers is that the babies won't know that they pee themselves, right? So it's like
Right.
super comfortable, and they won't wake up in the middle of the night. They'll just go pee and then like sleep through the night, and then the next day you can change them. I guess that's the way these diapers work.
Okay.
And I immediately had this reaction that wasn't like, oh, well, that's interesting. My first thought, and I wrote this down, was, but isn't waking up from peeing in the middle of the night part of the training yourself not to pee the bed?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that the process of eventually you don't, like, you realize how not to do that, so you don't do it anymore. But if it's not an issue, you just pee yourself and then you're still comfortable. Isn't that setting up an entire generation of people who just are fine pissing everywhere?
Now,
Like uncontrollable pee children? Where like children just pee everywhere? Isn't that what it's... Because they're saying you can pee your pants as a child and not have to worry about it.
now, okay. It depends
Yes?
on how comfortable you're going to get peeing the bed.
Well, that's what I'm saying is as a little baby, you're peeing you pee like crazy, right?
Yeah.
But this is saying these diapers, you put them on and it doesn't like affect you. You can just pee everywhere you want and you'll be fine. Which again sets a dangerous precedent, I think, for young kids. There's gonna be little kids peeing everywhere. You're gonna
Or-
be going to movie theaters, kids peeing. You're gonna be out at the doctor, kids peeing. You're gonna be at the mall, trails of pee, and no one will care. No one will care.
Here's the
We
thing.
set a deadly precedent.
You're wrong.
I'm worried.
They're not going to be peeing everywhere. They're going to be wearing diapers for the rest of their life. Those diapers. They'll be
know what?
like,
You're
I
absolutely
don't
right.
have to pee at like a toilet. I can just pee in my diaper. And they'll just keep making bigger and bigger diapers. And then they'll be like, did you get your diapers? We make them in adult sizes now. And they'll be like, hell yeah, dude. I keep wearing them.
Yeah, but that's not cool. That's not cool.
Well, that's what's going to happen.
I'm not okay with this future. I'm not okay. I'm already hating on bilennials or whatever the hell we're gonna call these damn next generation.
Bilennials.
Bilennials. I don't know what comes after
Disgusting.
what comes after millennials. I figure two, right?
Uh,
There's one and then two bilennials. I don't know what to call these people.
Trilennials.
No, you can't call them trilennials.
Two-lennials.
What about generation P? Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, nailing 'em.
Generation P.
Get shit on, little kids. Oh man. Wow. I need to tell you an amazing story. I actually put this on my Snapchat and hyped it up.
Okay.
I need to tell you this.
All right.
This past weekend we went to go see The Great Wall.
Okay. Is that the movie with what's his name in China?
Matt
He's-
Damon.
yeah.
Yes. Oh, it's terrible movie. Maybe one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time.
Okay.
Super funny though because it's just bad. But for example, Matt Damon has an accent in this movie that is no one on earth has ever spoke this way ever. It's not. I think he's supposed to be Irish or Scottish or whatever, but he just talks like, "Hello, I've come to free your people." It's so weird. Meanwhile, everyone else has an accent. like the guy from Game of Thrones, something Pascal, I think is the guy who was the spear dude. Shit, I can't remember his damn name. He's dead now, so it doesn't matter. But that guy's in it, and Willem Dafoe is in it, and a bunch of like really famous Chinese actors are in it. And you can tell this movie, the budget's amazing, the visuals are cool, but man, is it just a terrible movie. It is terrible. And so there was a moment while we were watching this where halfway through the movie, we're talking a good hour in,
All right.
an older bald man walks in with a tray of 4 large beers. sits down by himself in the front row, and proceeds to laugh and cheer and drink like I've never seen anything like it. He was so into this movie. And I started watching more of him than the actual movie because he was super entertaining. This guy was into this movie. And I thought he brought those beers because maybe there's people down there that he didn't see. Nope. He was just drinking 4 large beers by himself watching this film. And I feel like he probably got the best of it because he didn't get to see the shitty beginning. He just got to see the action-filled ending.
Were they like stadium, like sports games?
Yeah, big beers. Like
Okay.
just big beer. And he's just drinking. And he's having a good old time down there. and this movie, I mean, is so terrible to the point that they even have that scene where the one Chinese lady like comes up to Matt Damon and they have that moment. It's like, I see we aren't so different after all. Like that kind of shit. It's like, groan. But this guy was like, yeah! Like he was so excited for this.
True, we are different.
Right? And so then the movie ends. And everyone in the theater is like, oh, that was terrible. This guy stands up and gives it a standing ovation. And then he's the only person clapping loudly. And then when he sees no one else is clapping, turns around and like mean mugs us all and claps even louder. And we're all just like, I think this guy might kill us. We're like, we should go right now.
There's your problem. I would have started clapping.
This guy claps louder and louder and starts cheering certain actors as their name appear in the credits. And it was so freaking hilarious because we're just like, what is this guy doing? We couldn't figure it out, so we started watching him. But as the more we watched him and the weirder he got, the more I was like, this is some Cape Fear shit. This guy is going to follow us home and kill us. This guy was crazy. And I don't know. You have to be, I get that he was probably drunk at that point.
Yeah.
But you have to already be another level of crazy to be this drunk.
Yeah.
Like, it was so weird. And then, after the movie was over, he, like, sort of slinked out of the theater. We were all outside talking about the movie and just shit-talking this movie and having a great time laughing about it. And this guy walks out and just, like, it was like a different man. It was like a different person. He, like, hobbled his way out of the theater and, like, sort of slow walked away. And I'm telling you, I think it was just Matt Damon in a fat suit. In a bald fat suit. I'm convinced of this. The guy was like maybe 80, 90 years old. What? There's no way. I'm telling you, he was like an old dude. There is absolutely no way an old dude is going to show up to a movie like this at 10:45 is when it started. So we're talking 11, almost midnight.
Yeah.
There's no way an old dude's going to show up to a movie like this, 4 beers, show up late, and then stand up and applause and then look at us like we're all idiots for not applauding at this movie. Then after it's over, be a totally different style of old man and like hobble outside and walk by us very slowly because it was Matt Damon trying to listen to what we were saying about his movie. Convinced of this. Convinced of it.
They do have some pretty good makeup artists.
I'm telling you, I know Hollywood. That I cannot. I know it had to have been him. It had to have been him. There's no explanation. There's no other explanation. I'm going to Sherlock this shit and say, simplest answer, Matt Damon in a fat old suit. There's no other way. Other than that, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I don't think I've ever
Not
seen
at all.
anyone that crazy at a movie theater.
Not at all. Neither have I. Not once. It does not make sense.
That's so weird.
I can't even begin to tell you.
I've seen some people like that out and about, but not like, they're not like full 4 beers in. They're just like half a beer in.
Well,
Actually, you know
like
what?
I said,
There's
not a
this
real
guy.
person.
I was walking to get food at this restaurant place and meet my friend there, and it was right next to this dive bar, so there are already people drunk at like 4 o'clock. So this guy looks like he's probably about 15 beers in. And he just
15 beers?
It's gotta be
I feel like
15
that's a
beers.
stretch.
No. If you would have saw him, you would have been like, you know what? You're probably right. All right.
15 beers?
I'd say 15.
That
Minimum
man
10.
That man is Walking Dead.
I'd say a minimum 10. He looked
bad for
he
him.
had like the scraggly like scruff on his face. He's like half lost, but he kind of knew where he was going. And I was just walking, and he came up out of the bar, and he looked at me. He's like, "Look up there, man." And I looked up, and it was just the sky, and he's like, fucking red.
I mean, he's not wrong. I think you might have to be 15 beers drunk to really appreciate it, but he's not wrong. Look up every once in a while, and you'll be blown away. Like, the fucking sky, though, man.
I was just like, yeah. And then he, like, did the high five thing, and I gave him a high five, and then he kept walking. I was like,
high five, man.
I can appreciate that. Oh, my God. Speaking of which, at Trader Joe's, there weren't any drunk people, but I was checking out, and this dude was just like, you find everything? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you ever have vivid dreams? And I was like,
what?
yeah. And he's like, I've been having a lot lately.
What?
Yeah, he went from like, did you find everything you're looking for? And I'm like, yeah, thanks. And he's like, do you have any vivid dreams? And I'm like, I mean, sometimes. And he's like, I've been having a lot lately. I'm like, oh, you don't want to have nightmares then? And he's like, yeah, I don't want to have nightmares. I'll have a heart attack. And I was like, yeah. And then that was like it. He didn't tell me any of his vivid dreams. He was just curious. And then
I'm gonna need cashiers to stop talking to me. You know what? I'm gonna just put it out there. Don't talk to me.
We need more self-checkout. That's all I'm saying.
Take my money. I was at the grocery store the other day, and the two, I'm going to say like late teens boys that were at the checkout for me. One guy was bagging, and this other guy was at the cash register. And when I got up there, they were talking about video games. And this one guy's like, yeah, man, I hear that new Resident Evil 7's out. I can't wait till payday. I'm going to get that shit. It's going to be so good. And the other guy's like, yeah, is it that good, dude? And I'm like, oh, it's actually really good. I just beat it. It's super fun. And they both look at me and they're like, nah, I hear it's lame. I'm like, what? Wait, what? And I realized, like, if I officially become the old man that thinks, I'm like, I hear that game's cool, boys. And they're like, ugh, lame. I don't want to play it now. I was like, oh, no. Am I that guy now?
Oh, shit. You're becoming
I had that,
you don't want to be. Or
I had that moment. It's like if I find a song, my mom's like, I love that song. I'm like, oh, well.
Yeah.
Cool. And I think I was that guy. I think they were sitting there talking about how excited they were for it, and I was like, yeah, I definitely beat it. It's super fun, boys. And they were just like, yeah, I'm not really interested in that game. It's like, no.
You're the old person using Facebook now, and they're just like, dude, I can't wait to play Resident Evil. And then you're like the parent or like the aunt who's like, hey, boys, I know of that video game as well. It's a very fun one, and your Uncle Tom bought it for me the other day.
That Albert Wesker, he's a real bad egg. I can't wait to play as the new Chris Redfield. He's a great guy.
You ever notice that with like old people on Facebook? They type like journal entries whenever they make any type of post. It's weird.
I think I'm becoming that, but with text messages. Rather than just write a text message that's really, really short and to the point, I just ramble. It's a giant paragraph. I sent a text message the other day that straight up, it had a link at the bottom of it to go to the full text message.
What?
Like, you had to click the text message to then open up a giant text file. That's how long it was.
Oh, yeah, you're getting too old for me now. I wouldn't have clicked that.
I know. Look, I'm a mess. I'm too old. I'm far too old.
Oh yeah. I was also thinking about Girl Scout cookies, right?
Who doesn't?
Here's the thing. Mm-hmm. If you really think about Girl Scout cookies, what is it?
What?
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, no. You can't just say yeah and then move on. What do you mean?
Girl Scout cookies. All right, what are they doing? They're taking these girls, all right, and they're teaching them. Like,
they're making them into cookies.
Go sell these cookies, right? It seems harmless, right? And they go door to door. They're like, hey, you want to buy some cookies? People are like, yeah, I'll buy some Girl Scout cookies. They're great. But what is actually happening here is they're teaching America how to buy shitty food, and then they're showing these girls how to sell people the shitty food and make money off it. They're pretty much encouraging
I disagree entirely.
McDonald's corporations.
Nope. I disagree entirely. There's nothing shitty about Girl Scout cookies. Nothing.
Except
how dare
the saturated fat levels.
You know what? I'd risk it for a Thin Mint. I'm not gonna lie with you.
Here's the thing.
Yes. Health door.
You take that risk, your saturated fat's going to be so elevated, it's going to be on the 15th floor. All right?
Right with the rest of the Girl Scout cookies.
Right with the rest of the Girl Scout cookies. Now, you drop that saturated fat down a bit, you might get down to a healthy level, you might be able to even eat 2.
Wait, what? You're saying that if I eat them, I have high saturated fat levels, but if I don't eat them, I can eat them.
No.
I believe that's what you just said. You said if I don't eat them, then you can have 2.
No. All right.
Rewind the tape.
The 2.
Internet,
Okay.
Rewind the tape.
We don't need to rewind because I can explain.
Playoffs.
Playoffs?
Playoffs.
Where was I going with this? All I know
I'm waiting
is
for that.
This was just a thought that I had. All right. I was just like, shit, dude.
You got to stop having those.
This was like
You
an
gotta
InfoWars thought I had. I was like, they're
No.
training the kids to be McDonald's Corporation sellers.
Can I just time out for a minute? I could watch
They're aliens.
those. I could watch those Alex Jones videos on YouTube all day. That man is a crazy person, and I love it.
You know why they're using paper towels? They're taking them all the way to the aliens. The aliens are using paper towels. They're creating these paper towels. They're tearing them up. They're tearing up society, and they're tearing up our loved ones and our families.
My favorite clip is when he's screaming and yelling and red-faced, and he goes, I gotta stop getting so worked up, but I've been back in the gym and my testosterone's getting up. It's so funny. I can't even.
Every time he talks, his face turns like purple. He's like a real life Willy Wonka blueberry kid.
Yeah, he's like if Augustus Gloop and that blueberry girl had a child.
Yeah.
That is what he would be. Somewhere stuck in the middle of that factory, the two of them found love, and that's the child.
The Oompa Loompas are aliens. They're trying to
Oh
take
my
us over.
god. Oh my god. I don't know if I told you this, and I think I might have, but I found a message on my phone from my mom. And she said, hey, we're watching your favorite movie. And I'm like, what movie is that? And she's like, your favorite. And I replied a movie, and she goes, oh no, your other favorite movie, the one with the Humpa Lumpas. And I'm like, you mean the Oompa Loompas? And she's like, yeah.
The Humpa Lumpas.
The Humpa Lumpas. The Humpa Lumpas. I like how she just said, your favorite movie, like I'd somehow associate that with Willy Wonka.
Like, oh, you're watching Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka, my favorite movie. No, that's not the case at all.
Did you
but
watch
I
it
think
as
it's
a
really
kid a lot?
No. In fact, the scene where they go through the tunnel scared the shit out of me as a kid. I have to fast forward that scene. That scared me terribly.
Dude.
With like the weird worms and crap. That scene was terrifying.
I remember watching Willy Wonka, and I don't remember being scared that much, but then I remember watching Dunstan Checks In. And I love that movie. We had it on
And you were
VHS.
horrified?
I was 6 or 7 years old, and I watched Dunstan Checks In like every day.
That explains so much about you. It's all coming together now.
He's a monkey.
I'm aware. I'm aware of who Dunstan is and why he checked in. Poor Jason Alexander, what happened to your career?
Listen, that was the first time I think I ever saw him in anything.
Who? Dunstan?
No, Jason Alexander.
The guy from Seinfeld?
Yeah, because I didn't watch Seinfeld when I was 7 years old.
I guess that's
So
true.
if I see Seinfeld later on, I'm like, hey, it's the guy from Dunstan Checks In.
That is so sad. That is so very sad.
Listen, I was looking up reviews for it because it only got an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. Very underrated movie. Extremely underrated. If you've never seen Dunstan Checks In, look up the trailer. It shows Dunstan
Giving a massage to a naked woman. All right.
Huh?
And
Yes.
I looked up one of the reviews that gave it like 10 stars. And he is like, dude, I love the scene where Dunstan massages the woman. And that was like the only reason he gave it a 10 stars.
Huh?
That's all I got.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Speaking of reviews, I just noticed someone sent me a list of reviews for The Great Wall on IMDb. I feel like for the next episode, I need to find the best ones on here because, oh my god, they're all like 10-star reviews.
What?
How is this possible?
Doesn't even make any sense.
There's one called I Never Thought It Would Be This Good.
You know what movie made more money than The Great Wall?
Dunstan
50
checks
Shades
in?
Darker.
Oh. Well, I haven't seen that, but I have drank that.
Shit, dude.
At our local movie theater, they do like special drinks for different like themed drinks for different movies.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about 50 Shades Darker. And so all those drinks, I put it on Instagram, the 3 drinks you can get. They're terrible. I've had all 3. They're terrible. In fact, I've had more than all 3. I've had multiple. I've been back multiple times and drank the same shitty drinks over. Why, you might say? Because it gets you effed up quick. Those drinks are pure alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
They say, like, we've added orange this and that. Nope. Those bartenders are like, I know why you're here. Just drink.
Got some rubbing alcohol if you want that instead.
They're terrible. I can't even describe to you. One of them tastes just like rubbing alcohol. It tastes like ass. It's the worst. Worst.
I don't know. Because I saw the first one, right? For like...
You have to see it. I haven't seen the first one, so you have to be my guy who sees the second one.
Like, after seeing the first one, I feel like I've seen it all.
Well, this one, I think there's like a stalker chick. I saw the trailer. There's like a stalker chick, and I imagine they bang again, but after you telling me it takes them an hour to even get there, I don't know that I can wait that long.
It took them an hour to get there. Like, come on.
Wait that long.
And now they're like,
can't
this
wait that
one's
long.
going to get super crazy. She's going to wear a blindfold.
I don't care.
They're just like, oh my God, she's going to wear a blindfold. Like, just like, it's made for like the 45-year-old woman out at brunch with like her mimosa and her like bottle of wine ready for the evening. And she's just
Roxanne, did you see the new film where they blindfold that girl? Ooh,
Oh my God, Sandy. That was the best film I've seen in my 45 years of living.
For the first time in 3 months, I went home and pleasured my husband.
It was phenomenal.
For him. And then she died of smoker's cough. The end. And scene.
And that happens somewhere in the world.
Yep, it did. We know it did. All right.
So yeah.
Well, is that it for us? For fun time stories? Can we jump into the news?
I think we can jump into the news.
All right. Well, let's go to Chop the Stuff with this guy with Crendor. Crendor, how's that traffic out there?
It's going fine. Everybody's going fine on the 485, but then you take a look at the 252, and that thing is to tie your shoe. It is tied up out there. It is backed up. If I'm you, I gotta go to the 408, because the 408's not gonna keep you late. You know what I'm saying? I'm rhyming today, but don't fall astray off the path of the road, or you might end up in a ditch. Back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. That made no sense. Now let's go to Crendor at the weather desk. Crendor, how's that weather?
Weather desk is great. Whoppy's feeling good.
Whoppy activated.
What is Whoppy hitting?
Now I was hitting the Whoppy activation lever, and he's been so fixed
Do you know
that...
how to use a lever? You don't, like, mash a lever.
No. This is a different kind of lever.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Alternative levers.
54124. Gillette, Wisconsin. 47 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 42 degrees Fahrenheit. Rain starting at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tomorrow,
Rain.
57 degrees Fahrenheit. Tuesday night, 36 degrees Fahrenheit.
Rain.
He's good.
Let's go over to Crendor at the sports desk.
Sports.
Dude, it's been warm here.
I'm aware. You've told me.
Normally it's like 30 degrees outside. It's like 68 today. Shit's crazy, dude. So sports. So many sports things going on. Patriots won the Super Bowl again.
That's true. The All-Star game was stupid. The dunk contest was stupid.
Yep.
There was a moment where the crowd turned on the people trying to dunk.
Wait, you were actually watching the dunk contest?
Yeah, dude.
Now, let me tell you, I used to watch the dunk contest all the time until...
It's like, not like watch, but like it's on the background. in case something cool happens and I can catch the replay
Here's
when they
the
replay it
thing.
like 50 times.
I used to watch the dunk contest every year, and then the one year they brought out some like Honda Civic. They're like a brand new 2015 Honda Civic, and Blake Griffin's gonna dunk over it. And then he dunked over it. It wasn't even that cool. And then they're like, he wins, and I was like, this shit's fake and sponsored. And I never watched it again.
They also had a like drone drop one. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely all like stupid.
Yeah.
But boy, do I enjoy watching a guy try to jump over 3 people to make it in the hoop. I think it's really
That's
entertaining.
true.
I don't care.
I'll
I
still
don't
watch
care.
the highlights. I still like seeing some crazy dunks. Like they had the Michael Jordan free throw dunk. They
Yeah,
had,
like, those are always fun.
Yeah.
It's still the All-Star game and everything about it is really stupid and
Yeah.
pointless, and I don't know why anyone would go like pay to go watch it.
Yeah.
But it's on TV in the background, so
Yeah.
I wasn't doing anything this week. I was just laying around, so I watched that shit.
I did watch part of the 3-point contest, however. I like the 3-point contest. You can't fake that.
That you can't fake that.
Can't fake that.
That's those points is real.
Those is real points. And hockey's second half's getting going pretty hot. Blackhawks are still doing good. I think the Penguins are doing pretty good. as
I know
well.
the Kings. It's funny to watch people in LA tweet about the Kings because they're super salty right now.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're not very good.
Well,
so.
they're only 2 points behind Calgary for a wild card spot. However, I'd rather have Calgary in because Canada needs more teams in there. Edmonton
You know what?
is
Yeah.
doing well.
Canada,
Edmonton.
Crendor.
Yeah.
Like, what if I came to Chicago and then we went to Canada
I would do that.
and filmed a thing in Canada?
I would do a Canada adventure.
I want to go to I haven't been to Canada in maybe 15 years. The last time I was not 15, 10. Oh my god, maybe 15. Oh my god, I'm so old.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I love Canada. Canada is like I'm going to say it. It's like a nicer version of America. it's like what I wish America would be sometimes.
Yeah.
Like everyone there, I've never met an asshole from Canada, ever. I just haven't, and I imagine because the rest of the Canadians get rid of them. They're like, "Wow, you're mean, eh?" And they throw them off on an iceberg, and they're gone.
Shit, dude.
Like, Steve, why do you have to be such a dick? Throw him on the iceberg.
Probably throws himself. He's like, sorry, man, I'll go to the iceberg.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys, for being a dick. Put me on the old iceberg. Give me my Yammer Yager jersey. Throw me on the iceberg.
Dude, speak of which, Jaromir Jagr has
His
scored.
mullet is fabulous.
He scored like his 1900th goal or something, or 1900th point.
You can't hate on Yammer Yager. Man is a legend.
Insane. He's 45 years old. He's got 11 goals and 23 assists. It's crazy. He was drafted in 1990.
Yeah, man. I remember watching him on the Penguins when the Penguins were like unstoppable back in the 90s.
Is
I
insane.
remember that shit. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Hold on. I gotta see how many goals he's got. Jaromir Jagr. So I think his
Yammer Yager and Super Mario.
Super Mario Brothers 45. Let's see. Hockey database. Here it is. He has a total of, where is it? NHL totals, goals, playoffs, regular season. Oh my God. Oh yeah, he's got 760 normal season goals, 123 regular season goals, and he's gotten 1,900 points.
Damn.
So you get points if you get goals and assists. So he's made a lot of assists and a lot of goals.
That's a
And-
man. That's a man who knows how to play. That guy's a stone cold killer.
Yeah, most NHL points ever. I want to compare him to the guy in second place. Oh wait, so we got Wayne Gretzky had 894, Gordie Howe 801, and then Yager's third.
Yeah, I figured Gretzky, because Gretzky was in for a long time too before he quit.
Yeah, so shit, dude, he's in the top 3.
I like it. Let's beat Howe. Beat Gordy. Get him
Yeah.
out of there.
Beat Gordy. Oh wait, he already
Do we-
beat Gordy. That was the goals. Now in points. Oh my God.
Ah.
So Yager moved into second place with 1,900 points.
Damn.
Wayne Gretzky's in first with
With how much?
2,800.
Jesus Christ.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's insane.
And he played 20 years. So
Wow.
Yager's got 3 more years to get about 900 more points.
He can do it, right?
Yeah, he can do
He
it.
just has to. It has to be the best 3 years of his life. Just the most amazing.
It'll be
Where
like
does
a
man come
Lifetime
from?
movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit, or a Disney Lifetime.
Called Never. I don't know. Frozen Older.
Frozen Older.
Frozen Older. Yep. He sings a song in it. A very old version of Let It Go. Let it go. Yeah.
Oh my god. Can I also say, now that the NFL season's over, we're only a couple months away from my favorite NFL time of the year, the draft. I love the draft. It's like my favorite thing to watch. I like it more than the Super Bowl.
Dumb.
It's
so
the
dumb.
best thing. All right, this is why. They analyze the players so much. Look at this.
Yes, too much. Too much.
Here we go. Watch this. Ashton Lampkin, Oklahoma State, 5'11", 181. He's got a 5.1 grade, all right? His strengths, played in various coverages, and his rare experience of playing some press coverage in the Big 12 shows patience from press coverage. He can wait for receivers to release before opening his hips, decent feet, hip fluidity to mirror and match in the space. But his weaknesses, not a twitchy, explosive cornerback. He's got issues with maintaining discipline from man and zone coverage. He's going to get caught staring down cornerbacks, and he will find himself out of position. However, he has this ability to delay in closing the ball that will limit his production on the field, and that's going to be a crucial thing. Bottom line, average corner without physical player traits that can plant him in a solid situation in the NFL for very long.
I like the basic gist there. He opens his hips, kind of twitchy. What I got out of that.
Dude, these are like
5.1. Opens hips, kind of twitchy.
Here's Marshawn Lattimore. Strengths. Uber athlete. He parks under the receiver's chin at the line of scrimmage. He uses disruptive inside hands to slow the release, and he can punch him out on that press coverage. Now, he utilizes the timing well to open up a matchup against the receiver. He's got explosive hip flips, and they just
This is gibberish. This is all gibberish. I could make it, like, we could just pick a person and make stuff up about this person, and people would be like, wow, this is really in-depth.
Here's the thing. He's only got
If you
1
just use the
year
word-
of starting experience in college. He wasn't even tested by high-end talent very often. It's going to be a
If you
lot
just-
of NFL experience. I'd compare him to Vontae Davis.
I love the fact that they just throw out word like, he's got explosive tight ends, and if you get deep inside of him, you find out that he's ruptured like a spleen of justice that he
Joe.
uses to smite his enemies. It's like, what are you talking about?
Tell you what, Joe, I haven't seen a kid like this since the 85 draft where we saw Troy Aikman get drafted. Now, I am Troy Aikman, and I do enjoy watching old tape of myself, and I don't know where I am anymore because I've had about 28 concussions.
I like peanut butter.
That's great.
Someone
That's
comes
great,
up
Troy.
and feeds him peanut butter, and he's like, yum, yum, yum.
Dude, when I was tweeting the Super Bowl, Troy Aikman legit, like, I watch Troy Aikman and Joe Buck because I have to watch them every week because they'll do Packer games all the time. And then they do the playoff Packer games. And so I've heard so much of their, like, commentary. And then Joe Buck did the World Series, so I had to listen to him with the Cubs stuff, too. So I've heard so much of Joe Buck, and he's just like, here we go at a sports event, and it's a big time. He just has, like, he can't change his vocal tone. He has the same tone.
I wonder if he talks like that at home. Like, hello, Charlie. How
It's
are you doing
me,
at school
Joe
today?
Buck. And then Troy Aikman.
Dad, I know who you are.
Troy Aikman's confused. He's literally confused all the time. He's messed up player names. He's like flip-flopped their names. He's called them the wrong names. He said they got a field goal one time when they didn't get a field goal. He's like, they didn't actually score there, Troy. And he's like, oh, whoops.
Speaking of terrible football, like QB football players, have you seen the new commercial for the new Serta Black mattress?
Serta Black.
There is a commercial with my brain just died. Who's the QB that just won the Super Bowl? Help me out here.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady. Thank you. I block him out of my mind because I hate that man.
Right.
Anyway, so the commercial is Tom Brady going into like a very secretive club ? And being led by this man in an elevator, given a key, and then taken down this long corridor in this weird hall, and then the key opens this golden door, and inside of it is just a mattress. And then the man's like, is this all you need? And then Tom Brady deadpan looks in the camera, and in the, I'm going to say, creepiest way possible, the borderline like, and now we do it sort of way, he's like, yes, this will do just nicely. You're like, whoa, what is happening? It is a weird commercial. Like, he has a mattress fetish. He's like that guy. If you remember that video where those 4 guys were like humping that futon? I feel like that's Tom Brady. Like, he just starts humping like mattresses.
Shit, dude.
And his wife is like, what are you doing, Tom? He's like, humping his mattress, baby. Okay, when you're done, dinner's ready.
Just the way I like it.
Ready. And scene. We're killing it today.
We're killing it today. Oh, wait, you ever see that one mattress commercial? The only one I remember seeing, and it's like, the Numbers mattress. I don't know if it's Serta or not. And he's like, she loves the bed soft. He's more hardcore.
Sleep Number beds?
Yeah, the Sleep Number beds.
I've always wanted a Sleep Number bed, but I can't be bothered to buy one. They're so expensive.
I just want to know who came up with the terminology of being like, she loves the mattress soft. He's more hardcore. Like, why not like, he loves the mattress firm?
Because marketing people are generally idiots.
That's true.
They're
Unless there's
generally
some guy out there who's like, I do love my bed hardcore.
Right. They probably marketed it to like, what do 30-year-old men who live in the heartland think about mattresses? Check off hardcore.
You know what, Rhonda? I like your thinking. Put it down. Put it down.
Let's do it. Let's make this commercial happen.
All right.
That's sports,
that's
I guess.
all I got. Oh, yeah, that's sports.
Okay, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Let's see. Roadside cafe gets swamped with diners after mistakenly given Michelin star. All right, that might be good.
That's a contender.
Let's see. 2 women try to sneak 13 pounds of horse genitals into U.S.
I did hear about this. All right. Let's hear the first one.
All right. First one. We got roadside cafe gets swamped with diners after mistakenly given Michelin star.
Let's do it.
Suddenly, we was rushed off our feet, the owner said after following the ratings mix-up. How do I even pronounce this? Le Boucher Oriele.
Uh-huh.
A small roadside cafe in central France reportedly found itself inundated with diners and TV crews last week after it was awarded a coveted Michelin star by mistake. Le Boucher Aurole, which boasts a $13 beef, how do you say it? Bignon?
So far, this is a great story.
Beef Bignon? Bignon.
Sure.
Received
I
the
don't
prize
know.
restaurant rating after being confused with an upscale establishment of the same name in northern France. Suddenly, we were rushed off our feet. Veronique Jacquet, who runs the cafe in Bourget, about 120 miles south of the one in Buteville, told the website. Reporters were coming in, they said, and then my son phoned me from Paris, where he lives. He almost died laughing. The mistake was published on the Michelin Guide website on February 9th, though it didn't make the print version of the ratings guide. It stayed online for nearly a week. We apologize to the 2 establishments, and we're sorry to have misled our clients, the guides Claire Dorland Clausel told Le Parisien.
This is an embarrassment of riches. I want you to know that. You trying to figure out how to say these names is perfect.
Both restaurant staff appeared to see the humor in the confusion, called one another to share a laugh. It was a little boo-boo that caused no harm and was corrected, Chef Emile, who earned his first star with the Buteville restaurant in 2015, told the French paper. Jacquet's cook, Penelope Salmon, said she never dreamed of winning a Michelin star, but added, I put my heart into cooking.
Here's the question. Is the food good, though? Do you think the food at that little cafe is good? Or do people go there and hate it and, like, that's why they're... I'm curious. There's so much missing from every story we find. Like, what is the food like there, though? Is it good food? Maybe it's not ironic that they got a star. Maybe they deserved it, but they were overlooked for so long and now they got one. Now people actually go there, and it's a happy ending.
Yeah.
Where's that in the story?
Yeah, where's that in the story? That's all I want to know. What the shit, dude? Let's see. I want to read the horse genital story.
Okay, I'm down.
Let's see. That's one treatment that doesn't seem like a treat. Thanks, writer. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officials at Washington Dulles International Airport stopped 13 pounds of horse genitals from being smuggled into the country last month. Let's see. It's attempted by 2 women traveling from Mongolia as custom officials had them go through a routine agriculture inspection. But the horse genitals were only part of the package. All told, the women attempted to smuggle 42 pounds of horse meat and 3 liters of yak milk.
I want to know where, and I want to know how.
All right. Horse meat is prohibited from entering the U.S. unless accompanied by an official government certification from the country or government where it originated. Otherwise, it's considered unknown ruminant meat and seized to prevent the spread of foot and mouth disease.
Of course.
Horse meat from Mongolia is prohibited. Customs and Border Protection takes no pleasure in seizing and destroying travelers' food products, Wayne Biondi said. Blah, 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 blah. We're in the business of protecting America's agriculture industries like livestock, and from the potential introduction of animal diseases with blah, 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 blah. We don't like fun. The women who brought in the horse genitals and other products were not arrested.
Why do they keep focusing on the genitals?
Incinerated. I don't know.
There's so many other things they brought, and they're like, they brought these horse dongs. Guys, isn't that hilarious? They brought horse dongs. That's the focus of our article. Like, all right, but where's the story here?
And that's it.
That's
it.
And that's it. That was the story.
What
is that
the
someone
shit,
tried to get
dude?
horse dongs?
There's so much more. There's so many. There's
So
got to
why?
be a
Where's the
journalist
why?
out there. There's got to be one who's just like, you know what? I'm gonna give you the who, what, where, how, and why.
Where's the why? Where's the why, Crendor?
Where's the why?
Why would they bring horse dicks? What's the point? Why are they doing it?
Were they trying to eat it themselves? Were they like, we're gonna go hungry? Were
Maybe
they
it's
trying
for
to sell
medicinal
it?
purposes. It's for horse dick medicine. There's
Yeah,
a lot
was
of
it
questions
for
here we don't
medicine? What? Yeah, come on. At least give us their answer.
know. What's the yak's milk for? Do they just enjoy yak's milk? Why can't they get yak's milk here? Does it have to be specific yak's milk? Maybe it's for a yak baby. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Yeah.
This story's full of
The shit,
garbage.
dude.
Nope. Once again, mainstream media failing us.
Mainstream media failing us on the important details of
Man.
of the writings of the
Yeah,
research.
why can't people give us what we really need?
Disgusting.
Real important information about what they were going to do with that milk and horse dong.
That's all we want to know.
That's all we need to know. All right, that's it for us. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back with another episode soon. And as always,
What?
to be continued.